Stop letting chest pain control your life. Take back your power now. Flexed biceps. This one simple stretch can unlock your ribs, ease inflammation, and help your body heal naturally from deep within. Glowing star, feel your breath expand, your posture rise, and your confidence explode as you conquer pain and reclaim your strength. Collision, don't wait for comfort to return, command it. Every move you make today is a step toward freedom, power, and vitality. Rainbow, stand tall, breathe strong, and heal like a warrior. 100 points, motivational doc style inspiration. Understand costochondritis pain. Why inflammation around the ribs and sternum causes sharp chest discomfort and how it affects breathing. You know, when it comes to chest pain, most people immediately think something is wrong with their heart. And that fear alone tightens up the entire chest wall even more. But in so many cases, that sharp, stabbing discomfort that sits right near your ribs or sternum isn't cardiac at all, it's costochondritis. It's that inflammation where your ribs meet your breastbone, and it can feel like your body's betraying you. Pain when you breathe, twist, or even just reach for something. But here's the truth, your body isn't broken. It's just signaling that something deep inside your rib cage has locked up and needs attention. Costochondritis often starts quietly. Maybe it's your posture, sitting too long at the computer, slouched shoulders pressing your ribs inward day after day. Maybe it's emotional stress or shallow breathing that's been cutting off oxygen flow and leaving your muscles tense and starved. And before you know it, that tension becomes inflammation. Every breath becomes a reminder of imbalance. But your body always speaks before it breaks, and pain is simply its voice asking you to listen. What I want you to understand is that this pain doesn't have to control you. You can work with your body, not against it. The area around your sternum is filled with connective tissue, nerves, and muscles that expand and contract with every breath. When that movement becomes restricted, when we stop breathing deeply, or when stress locks those muscles tight, inflammation has nowhere to go. That's why this one great stretch is so powerful. It's not just about movement. It's about giving your ribs permission to open again, to let oxygen flood those tissues, to let your body know it's safe to relax. As we move into the stretch, I want you to focus on feeling your ribs expand like wings. Don't fight the movement. Don't rush it. Let it unfold, because every breath you take with awareness is an invitation for healing. Your chest is not just a cage. It's the center of your strength, your breath, your energy. So stay with me. Listen to your body. Trust that healing is already happening, and this is where it begins. The root cause connection, stress, poor posture, or muscle tension that keeps rib joints locked and inflamed. Now that you understand where that pain is coming from, let's go a little deeper, because costochondritis doesn't just appear out of nowhere. There's always a reason, a root cause. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It never reacts without purpose. Every ache, every tight spot, every little twinge you feel in your chest is a reflection of something deeper going on, something that's been building quietly over time. Think about your daily life. Hours spent hunched over a phone, computer, or steering wheel. Shoulders rolled forward, chest caved in, shallow breathing, it all adds up. That posture closes your rib cage, reduces oxygen flow, and puts extra pressure on the joints that connect your ribs to your sternum. Over time, those joints get irritated, inflamed, and sore. It's like a door hinge that's been shut too long. It starts to creak. It resists movement, and eventually it hurts to open. But it's not just posture. Emotional stress plays a massive role too. When you're anxious, when you hold tension in your chest, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid. The muscles between your ribs, your intercostals, tighten up like a fist that never unclenches. And when that tightness lingers day after day, your body forgets what full, natural breathing even feels like. That's when the inflammation takes root. The chest wall stops moving freely, and your body starts to guard that area, protecting it, which only makes it stiffer and more painful. The good news is you can change this. You can break that cycle. When you start to understand that your pain is not random, you stop fearing it and start working with it. That's the real power here. The moment you recognize that your pain has a cause, you also recognize that it has a solution. And that's exactly what this stretch is going to help you do. Unlock what's been stuck, release what's been held too tightly, and allow healing to flow where it's been blocked. Your body is not your enemy. It's your teacher. And when you listen to what it's been trying to tell you, you'll realize the answer has been within you all along. The power of one great stretch. Demonstrate the exact rib cage stretch that opens the chest, releases trapped tension, and promotes healing. Now let's get into the part that changes everything, the stretch itself. This isn't just a random movement or a quick fix. This is a deliberate, mindful technique that wakes up the body's natural ability to heal. When you do it right, you'll feel something shift almost immediately, a sense of space opening in your chest, a deep breath that feels easier, lighter, freer. That's your rib cage coming back to life. That's your body saying, thank you. Here's what's really happening when you move into this great stretch. You're gently mobilizing the joints between your ribs and your sternum, the exact places where inflammation builds up in costochondritis. You're stretching the intercostal muscles that have been locked tight, pulling your chest open like the wings of a bird finally ready to fly again. And as that happens, the tension around those tiny nerves and connective tissues begins to dissolve. Blood flow improves, oxygen returns, healing becomes possible again. The beauty of this movement is in its simplicity. You don't need to force it. You don't need to push through pain. All you need is presence. When you stretch, breathe deeply and let that breath guide you, slow, steady, intentional. Imagine your ribs expanding outward, creating more space with every inhale. Feel that expansion travel across your sternum, into your shoulders, up through your posture. This is your body's natural design to move, to open, to breathe fully. And here's something powerful. As you do this, you're not just stretching muscles and joints. You're rewiring your nervous system. You're telling your brain that it's safe to let go. You're calming the stress response that's been fueling inflammation all along. That's why this single stretch can create such profound results. Because it addresses the physical and emotional roots together. Every time you perform it, think of it as a reset, a moment to align your body, your breath, and your mind. This isn't about perfection. It's about awareness, consistency, and giving your body permission to heal the way it was always meant to. Breathe and heal naturally. Use deep, controlled breathing during the stretch to calm inflammation and boost oxygen flow. Breathe and heal naturally. Use deep, controlled breathing during the stretch to calm inflammation and boost oxygen flow. Now, as you ease into that stretch, the next step is learning how to breathe, really breathe. Because this is where true healing begins. Most people underestimate the power of the breath. They think it's automatic, something the body just does. But the truth is, the way you breathe determines how your body heals, how your mind reacts, and how your energy flows. When you've been dealing with pain, stress, or inflammation, your breathing changes. It becomes shallow, fast, and restricted. Your rib cage tightens, your diaphragm stops moving freely, and your body shifts into a constant state of tension. That tension is like a signal that keeps inflammation alive. So now we reverse that. As you stretch, I want you to focus on deep, conscious breathing, slow inhales through your nose, steady exhales through your mouth. Let your ribs expand outward, your chest rise gently, your belly soften. Each breath is like medicine, delivering oxygen directly into tissues that have been starved of it. That oxygen doesn't just feed your cells, it soothes them. It cools inflammation, relaxes tight muscles, and tells your nervous system that it's safe to let go. When you breathe deeply, something incredible happens inside your body. Your diaphragm moves downward, massaging your internal organs and improving circulation. Your lymphatic system, which helps remove waste and toxins, starts flowing more efficiently. It's like flipping a switch from pain and protection to calm and repair. You begin to feel lighter, more open, more alive. And that's not coincidence. That's your body responding to the rhythm it's always needed. So as you continue the stretch, don't rush your breath. Don't force it. Let each inhale fill you with renewal, and each exhale carry away the tightness, the fatigue, the fear. This is a practice, one that connects movement with mindfulness. When the breath and the stretch become one, healing stops being an idea and starts becoming a reality you can feel with every inhale. Your breath is your most powerful tool. You've had it with you all along. You just forgot how powerful it really is. Daily healing routine. How just 2-3 minutes daily can restore flexibility, posture, and confidence without medication. Now that you've felt how the stretch and breath work together, it's time to make this a part of your daily routine. Healing doesn't come from what you do once in a while. It comes from what you do consistently, even for just a few minutes a day. You don't need an hour, you don't need equipment, and you don't need a gym. What you need is commitment, 2 or 3 minutes where you tune into your body, reconnect with your breath, and allow your chest to open naturally. That's it. Simple, powerful, and repeatable. When you do this stretch every day, you're retraining your body to move the way it was meant to move. You're telling your joints, your muscles, and your nervous system, this is the new normal, relaxed, open, and pain-free. Every repetition builds flexibility and reinforces balance. The inflammation that once felt constant begins to fade, replaced by warmth and flow. You'll start to notice small shifts, a deeper breath when you wake up, less tightness when you reach for something, a sense of lightness through your shoulders and chest. Those moments are signs that your body is adapting, healing, remembering its natural rhythm. And here's the beauty of it. This isn't just physical healing. When you show up for yourself, even for a few minutes a day, your mindset changes. You move from frustration to empowerment, from helplessness to control. You begin to trust your body again. You start standing taller, breathing easier, and thinking clearer. That's what consistency does. It turns small actions into big transformations. So make it a ritual. Find a quiet space. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back. Take that deep breath and flow through the stretch slowly. Feel every expansion, every release, every moment of connection with your own body. Let that be your reset, your reminder that you are not defined by pain, but by progress. Don't underestimate those few minutes. They carry the power to shift your entire day, your posture, your energy, your health. Stand tall, live pain-free motivational closing. Reclaim your power, feel stronger each day, and heal your body from within the Motivational Doc way. You've learned where the pain comes from. You've connected with your breath. And you've practiced the stretch that opens your body to healing. Now it's time to take everything you've gained and carry it into your life. This is where transformation happens, when what you practice becomes who you are. Standing tall isn't just about posture, it's a statement. It says, I'm stronger than the pain that once held me down. When your chest is open, your shoulders back, and your breath flowing freely, you're not only healing physically, you're changing the way you show up in the world. Think about how long you may have moved through your days guarding that chest pain, protecting it, holding back. That protective stance doesn't just restrict your body. It restricts your confidence, your energy, your presence. But now, every time you stretch and breathe, you're retraining your mind and body to expand instead of contract. That new posture tells your nervous system that you're safe. It tells your heart that it's okay to open again. And with that comes strength, clarity, and calm. The very things your body's been craving all along. Healing from costochondritis isn't only about easing inflammation or soothing muscles. It's about rebuilding trust in your own body. It's about realizing that you have control over how you feel, how you move, how you live. Each time you take that deep breath, each time you lift your chest proudly, you're sending a message not just to your body, but to your spirit that you're in charge again. And that's the essence of real healing. It's not a one-time stretch or a quick routine. It's a lifestyle of awareness. It's waking up every morning and choosing to move with purpose, to breathe deeply, and to treat your body like the incredible system it is. When you do that, pain stops being the focus and strength becomes your new normal. So stand tall. Move with confidence. Breathe like every inhale is a new beginning. Because you've done more than stretch your body. You've stretched your limits, your mindset, and your potential. And there it is, one great stretch that can truly change your life. Remember, healing doesn't happen overnight. It happens through awareness, movement, and consistency. Every time you open your chest, breathe deeply, and release that tension. You're giving your body permission to heal from within. This isn't just about reducing pain. It's about reclaiming your strength, your posture, and your peace. Don't wait for comfort to find you. Create it through daily action. Stand tall, stay consistent, and let every breath remind you that your body was built to heal. You've got this, one stretch at a time.